Hey, what's going on out there, YouTube family? This is Samuel Leggett representing Team JVS here for another Flash review. This is episode 2 of season 6. Another good episode. It's actually very surprisingly great to be able to say that, come off my tongue. Alright, so let's go ahead and get down to it. I'm going to talk about the negatives first, and then I'm going to go and gush about all the positives, because there are a lot of positives in this one. Now, the negatives for me, I think it was like when Cisco's girlfriend was kind of like trying to infringe on Cecile's case on whether or not the girl was guilty, whether or not the evidence makes sense. I was like, yo, you're the photographer working for Iris. Like, how are you even in the mix of this conversation? Like, why? Not no shade to her, but how can she even have a say in this? Like, I was like, what is this? And then like the arc with Caitlyn, you know what I'm saying? Like discovering art. It's kind of like they're using Cisco's girlfriend to have just other side stories. So she's kind of like a floater, kind of, and just a catalyst to just add on extra story. And I think it was just kind of unnecessary. Like, I didn't need the Killer Frost storyline, an expression of her art. Like, it could have been like, okay, she was dealing with some PTSD and she thought about different memories of her past and she wanted to explore art, but then she wanted to hit somebody. I think it just could have been left completely out. Everything else, though, I'm all down with. Even like the Joe and Cecile situation. Like when Joe was like legit, like, Cecile, you need to go step off. Like, you need to do this. Cecile was like, you're not hearing me. And I was like, yo, that's real. Like, those are real conversations between like husband and wife. The heart and the meat and potatoes of this episode, bro, was Barry and Iris, Grant Gustin, Candace Patton. Their acting in these past 2 episodes have been some of the best of the entire series. Like, for real, when he had that conversation with Iris, and Iris was kind of just like really down, like, I'm gonna go find out. I was like, yo, this ain't a good idea, first off. And then when he got blocked, and he was like, oh man, my legs all jacked up. Then he goes, talks to the boy Jay Garrett. And like, I was like, when they strapped him to this chair, I was like, this is not a good idea. But then when you see these flashbacks of just the world imploding, like, all I could think of was Flashpoint. And then on top of that, like, I was like, yo, like, Barry really ran until he just like combusted. Like, I was like, yo, like, and the thing is, he's seeing all the different possibilities. Like, he having his own Doctor Strange moment, right? And it's like, it's just too much for his mind to be able to handle. And like, Grant Gustin acts it so well, because he's like, he's just traumatized, and all of a sudden the tear just drops forward. And like, the even more interesting part about it was when he went back home and talked to Iris. He's like, I gotta talk to Iris. Like, there's no other possibilities here. Like, I don't know what more I can do. And it was like, when he had that conversation with Iris, like, I was like, yo, this conversation that they're having is so amazing. And the crazy thing is, like, she got upset with him because she was like, you giving up. You never would give up the Flash. Like, she's like internally hurt. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell it, like, the acting, just the tears pour, like, is amazing. But then Grant Gustin is like, look, this is what I know. There is no option here. You're gonna die. Everybody's gonna die. Our children are gonna die. Like, unless I do this, you know what I'm saying? And he's just keeping it all in, and this is such a special scene. And then the tag off of that is the conversation he has with Joe. And Joe is talking about, like, the protect and serve. Now, the villain of the week, I think it was very interesting. I mean, I think that the Cecile side of it, like, I think it played more to her her characterization and the evolution, where she's gonna go and what she's gonna be. Oh, in the flashback sequence, did y'all catch Cisco having his gloves and stuff back on? So he's gonna get his powers back? Anyway, but with the villain and the cousin, it was kind of just like, okay, whatever. Like, it made for some dope action moments for sure with the sister or the cousin, but the key part of it for me was the fact when Barry, I was like, bro, Barry, you gotta, like, you already hurt, man. Like, you don't even need to be doing this. And then he got like the system, the Gideon system was like, this is traveling 8 times faster than your normal, like, speed or your top speed or something to that nature. And like, he goes back to what Joe said, and then it was kind of just like, okay, I gotta do this. And it was like, yo, like, you taking a blunt, like, nothing but radiation straight to the face, and I was like, Barry, like, I mean, for real, if I was Iris, I'd be like, look, I appreciate you. We live together, we die together, we bad boys for life, but don't you ever sit there and take a, like, for real. I would be like, yo, Barry, what you doing, dog? Like, look, man, you living, like, I get it, like, what you had to do, but don't let that come, no, if you don't have to do that, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But it was a dope, the scene itself was dope. If I can, I'm gonna make that my tagline for the reaction. So definitely go and check out our reactions on the Patreon channel. If I give this episode rating, I give it a 9 out of 10. I mean, I think the Cisco's girlfriend being tagged into this, it just doesn't help the episode, and I mean, it's kind of just adding, like, I don't know, like, extra stuff for the sake of it, and I could have done without it, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Make sure you definitely go and like, subscribe, hit that bell button, and definitely go to the description bar below, check out our Patreon channel. You can check out our full reactions, only $1. You can always cancel, but you'll be able to see this full entire reaction though. Peace, guys.